Hello everyone, welcome back to your maths class. This is Priyanka Sharma, your maths teacher. Let us begin today's lesson. Before starting new topic, I just have a quick recap of the earlier video. In the previous lesson, we have learned about largest and smallest number, types of number system, Indian system of numeration, international number system, express the numbers in words, standard form of number, ordering the number, expanded notation. Now, let us talk about making numbers. How do we make numbers? Numbers are nothing but arrangements of digits. When you interchange the order of digits, you make new numbers. Let us look at few examples. On the screen, you can see some numbers. Here, first number is 86. It is made up of two digits, 8 and 6. They together make 86. Now what if I interchange the position of the digits? That is, if I place 8 here and 6 here, what will I get? I will get something like 68. Do you think that 86 and 68 are the same? Of course not. 86 is greater number than 68. So, they are different numbers. Similarly, when you have 3-digit numbers like 732. So, you have 3 different digits here which make these numbers. Now the moments you interchange the position of the digits, example 732 is given. But if you write 723, 327, 372, 237, then also you can understand that all of them contain these 3 digits, that is 7, 2 and 3. It is just their position have been changed, and by changing the position we have absolutely new numbers, and the same is true for all these numbers. The only difference is that when we are dealing with small numbers like 2-digit numbers, the only possibility was to interchange the position of these 2 digits. But when you are dealing with bigger numbers, there are more possibilities that can happen. For example, here you have many possibilities. Now here you have numbers with more digits, so you can interchange the numbers many times. So as you can see this number 36,802. So in this 3 can go here also, 3 can be placed here also, 3 can also be placed here, 3 can very well be placed here also. So you know, you play around with the digit because you have more numbers to place this here. So it is a 5-digit number, so you have actually 5 places, so they can interchange among themselves to form many different numbers. So in this way we can actually make numbers. In fact, this is the way how numbers make. Now we are moving ahead for the next topic, that is rounding numbers. Now let us learn rounding numbers or approximation. In many instances, exact numbers are not necessary or even desirable. At such time, approximations are given. This is when rounding numbers helps us. Let us look an example to understand in a better way. 14,817 students from Delhi attended a football coaching camp, while 16,800 students from Mumbai attended the camp. Now here we can round this figure to the nearest thousand and say 15,000 students from Delhi attended a camp, while 17,000 students from Mumbai attended the camp. We round up numbers to get the estimated length, expense, distance, etc. and even to find the estimate sum, difference, product and quotient. First we will understand rounding numbers to the nearest thousand. Look at the given number. To round this number to the nearest thousand, we need to follow two simple steps. Step 1. Look at the digit to the right of the thousand place. If the digit is 5 or more than 5, then add 1 to the digit in the thousands place. Here the digit is 8, which we know is greater than 5. Therefore 6 changes to 7. Step 2. Change all the digits to right of the thousands place to 0. So the rounded up number is 5,27,000. Now let us look at another example. Round off 75,42,372 to the nearest thousand. First, look at the digit to right of the nearest thousand place, which is 3 here. Now, as 3 is smaller than 5, we leave the digit in the thousand place as it is. Therefore, 2 remains as 2 itself. Next, change all the digit to the right of the thousand place to 0. So, 75,42,372 becomes 75,42,000 only. And that is our answer. Now, let us see rounding any number to any given place. We can round a number to any given place, that is tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000s and so on by following same step mentioned for the thousand place. Let us take 16,43,876 and then round this number to different given places. Let us start with the tens place. Here the digit to the right of 7 is 6, which is greater than 5. So we add 1 to 7. Change all the digits to right of the tens place to 0. So the rounded up number is 16,43,880. Next is the hundreds place. Here the digit to the right of 8 is 7. As the rule is that if the digit is 5 or more than 5, we have to add 1 to the digit in the place being rounded up. As we know, 7 is more than 5, so we add 1 to 8. Change all the digits to the right of the hundred place to 0. So the rounded up number is 16,43,900. When the number is rounded to the nearest thousand, we get 16,44,000 because here 8 is more than 5. So 3 will change into 4. When the number is rounded to the nearest 10,000, we get 16,40,000 because here 3 is given and which is less than 5. So we will not change the digit. When the number is rounded to the nearest lakh, we will get 16 lakh because here 4 is given which is less than 5. So we will not change given digit 6. Now when the number is rounded to the nearest 10 lakh, we will get 2 lakh because here 6 is more than 5. So we will change digit 1 and we will add 1 in it. So that's why 2 answer will come. Remember these points and it would be easy for you to get the estimated values. If the digit to the right of the given place is 5 or more than 5, then add 1 to the digit in the given place. And if the digit is less than 5, then leave the digit in the given place as it is. Now we are moving forward towards estimating the sum. We have already learned how to round off the numbers. Now based on the same concept, we will learn estimating the sum. Let us estimate the sum by rounding off to the nearest 100 and also find the actual sum of the given numbers. Here, to estimate the sum, firstly we round up the numbers to the nearest 100. So 513 is rounded off to 500 and 328 is rounded off to 300. Next are the numbers obtained to get the estimated sum. Thus, the estimated sum is equals to 500 plus 300 which is equals to 800. So the estimated sum is 800. Now to find the actual sum, we add 513 and 328. So that is equals to 841. Thus the actual sum is 841. Let us quickly solve one more example, which is estimate the sum by rounding off to the nearest 1000 and also find the actual sum of the numbers 6235 and 2261. Here, to estimate the sum, round off the number to the nearest 1000. So 6235 is rounded off to 6000 and 2261 is rounded off to 2000. Thus, the estimated sum is 6000 plus 2000 which is equals to 8000. Now, let us find the actual sum. So, 6235 plus 2261 which is equals to 8496. Now we are moving forward towards estimating the difference. Let us estimate the difference by rounding off to the nearest 100 and also find the actual difference of the given numbers. Here, to estimate the difference, firstly we round off the number to the nearest 100. So 345 is rounded off to 300 and 138 is rounded off to 100. Next, subtract the numbers obtained to get the estimated difference. Thus, the estimated difference is equal to 300 minus 100, which is equals to 200. To find the actual difference, we subtract 138 from 345 to get 345 minus 138 equals to 207. Thus, the actual difference is 207. Let us quickly solve one more example. Estimate the difference by rounding off to the nearest thousand, then find the actual difference of the numbers 7328 and 4142. Here, to estimate the difference, round off the number to the nearest thousand. So, 7328 is rounded off to 7000 and 4142 is rounded off to 4000. Thus, the estimate difference is equals to 7000 minus 4000, which is equals to 3000. Now, let us find the actual difference. So, 7328 minus 4142 is equals to 3186. Now, you all try another examples of your own. Now, next topic is estimating the product. Estimate the product of 5965 and 4958 by rounding off each number to the nearest thousand. Here, to estimate the product, we round off the number to the nearest thousand. So, 5965 is rounded off to 6000 and 4958 is rounded off to 5000. Now, let us multiply the number obtained to get the estimated product. Thus, the estimated product is equals to 6000 multiply 5000, which is equals to 3 crore. So, the estimated product is 3 crore. Now, we will find out the actual product. So, we multiply 5965 to 4958 and the answer is 2 crore 95 lakh 74,470. Now we are moving forward towards estimating the quotient. Let us estimate the quotient for 77,439 and divided by 1125 by rounding off each number to its greatest place. Now, number 77,439 rounded off to the nearest 10,000, we get 80,000, and 1125 rounded off to the nearest 10,000, we will get 1000. Hence, the estimated quotient is equals to 80,000 divided by 1000. So, which is equals to 80. Let us try one more example. Let us estimate the quotient to the nearest tens and also find the actual quotient of the given number 156 and 17. Here, to estimate the quotient, firstly we round off both numbers to the nearest tens. So round off the numbers to the nearest tens. 156 is rounded up to 160 and 17 is rounded up to 20. Next, divide the numbers obtained. Thus, the estimated quotient is equals to 160 divided by 20, which is equals to 8. To find the actual quotient, we divide 156 by 17 and get the quotient as 9. Thus, the actual quotient is 9. Now, chapter 1 explanation is over according to book. But one more extra topic is remain that we will do in further videos. In that videos we will solve the exercises also of chapter 1. I hope you must have enjoyed the video. Keep learning. Stay safe. Bye bye.